We have Omobolade Oladepo, and we have God's Time David.
Hi.
I was looking for a perfect way to
Come on. Must you always be like this?
Yeah.
Even when you go for events,
Please,
like,
too much.
Positive vibe.
Positive
All
vibe.
right, this is still your coffee. You're welcome. Stay relaxed.
welcome.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Yes, you're welcome. Now, I was about to say something, and that is the story of, over to you, Rowan, Stevens reporter.
Okay, now, this is my forte. It gets me very, very pumped when I have to discuss stuff like this. Oh, no, I was checking my Instagram.
Yes.
I think this last weekend, and I saw this very alarming story. There's this South African artist, very popular, Babes Wodumo, and
yes.
her DJ boyfriend, Mampinta. And now, this is the interesting part. Please get this. She was on Instagram Live. And they were having some sort of rancor. They were arguing, and all of a sudden, I just heard bush. He slapped her on Instagram Live. We've been hearing a whole lot. She has been saying it, insinuating it that her boyfriend is, what's it called now? Abusive. They've been together for 6 years, and everybody keeps saying, why haven't you left? This one, that one. And he has been coming to say, oh, she's lying and all of that. And
now we have evidence.
We have evidence. He literally slapped her. He pounced on her. You need to see the weight.
You know, the way Bolade is describing this, you think she was live there reporting.
Let me tell you, the reason why I didn't want to take that story was because, you know me, I'll get emotional. And I can just start, So I had to push it to you. And that will take us into the discussion that we have for today. And that is, when is a relationship abusive? Because I also saw that video. And I was like, at first I was trying to understand what was going on because we weren't speaking English, just talking, and then next thing, boy. And I'm like, what just...
Your expressions though, she said, what are you saying? Wait.
Are you serious?
What just happened? If you truly love someone, why hate the person?
You know, one thing that really baffles me is when I started reading comments.
Okay.
Human beings are very ridiculous.
Funny.
It goes like, oh, she must have said something. You don't speak South African.
Exactly.
You don't speak Swahili. That's why you don't know what they're saying. Oh, she was being a bitch. She was arguing too much. You don't raise your voice on your man. This one, that one. And I'm like, I'm sorry. You have the effrontery to slap me.
Exactly.
The thing is, I feel nobody has the right to be abusive.
Yes.
Nobody has the right to... Exactly. You shouldn't be abusive. And regardless of what you're gaining from that relationship, you don't have to stay. And before the abuse came out in the open, I'm sure that there must have been some red flags.
Of course.
Yeah.
There must have been some red flags, some warning signals that she felt, okay, he'll change. He'll change. And I know that it's not just about physical abuse.
Yes.
It must have started with either emotional abuse, verbal abuse, and all. We're going to talk about all of that in this conversation. We know that there are different forms of abuses. But my point is, why do people stay? Why do you stay in an abusive relationship?
Okay, now, we had a guest on Tea or Coffee, and this came up as a question, that why do people stay in abusive relationships? And she mentioned something about some people came from the background where they got used to abusive relationship, maybe from their parents or experiences of people around them. They've seen abusive relationships growing up, and then they feel it's probably a normal thing to do, or it is something you should do and is life. And she mentioned something that, do you know that some people are existing and they feel that if their boyfriend do not hit them,
then he doesn't
the relationship is not romantic, or he doesn't want.
Exactly. People like that actually do exist.
True. It exists like that.
This is news to me.
Yes, where they say, if you do not hit me, then he doesn't
You don't love me? What?
Exactly. So there are different reasons.
They grew up seeing it. They grew up seeing either their father hitting their mother. But let's now drop that a while and let's talk about what exactly do we term as an abusive relationship? God's time.
For me, whatever has the capacity to tamper with my emotions is abusive.
Yeah.
That's it for me. Whatever has the capacity to tamper with my emotions is abusive, regardless of what it is.
If it can tamper with my emotions, my physical, what's it called now? My mind, my health. If it can, you know, impede my growth as a human being, if it would not let me move forward, then it is abusive. If every day of my life I wake up to somebody always saying things that would deteriorate my health, or something that would
make you feel less of
a human,
Mm.
depressed, sad, angry. It is not fair for me to wake up every morning and be angry. Like, how can I be dating you or married to you? I wake up, I'm meant to be happiness to you. I wake up every morning beside you, and all you can say to me is, oh, you don't look good, you're stupid, or something like that. And I still have to go to work. If I'm married, I need to take care of my kids. I need to function as a human being at work and all of that. And you were an impediment to me. It isn't right. It is abusive.
I mean, when he... Calm down, breathe. You know, when it comes to abusive relationships, or whatever we term as abusive relationships, I think it starts... It doesn't just start with physical abuse.
Yes.
It starts from a little... bad talks here and there, and then you accommodating it. He's saying, like you said, you don't look good. You feel bad about it. You're like,
why would you tell me I don't look good?
And
there are ways that you can actually get your message across to me without making me look very bad.
And you're like,
it's terrible.
okay. It just once. Let me let it slide. He says it again. Or, funny enough, you know, it's not just on the side of the males. Sometimes females do abuse their male partners.
Yes.
So we're talking about it from both sides.
Yes.
Both sides. And so whichever one, whether the male or the female, you know, starts throwing insulting words at their partner. And from there, when they see that you are able to stand it, as the case may be, yes, it now gets into physical abuse. And then some people still stay because, okay, he loves me, he'll change. Or some people go as far as blaming themselves, saying, okay, I probably did something wrong. I shouldn't have done that. And you're wondering, okay,
girl,
you did something wrong. You can talk about it. That's where communication comes into play.
Yeah.
You don't have to raise your hands. You don't have to, go all physical.
Yeah. I remember there was an episode on Tea or Coffee where we're talking about communication in relationships.
Yes.
Where the guest that we had on the show, the counselor, was saying something about how important it is for each partner in a relationship to understand the communication mode of their partner. I mean, it's not everybody that likes to be the chit-chat person.
Yes.
It's not everybody that likes to be the all over the place person. Some people are calm, but we are in a relationship. I should be able to understand what you want and what you don't want. But the problem begins when we don't understand each other, when we don't communicate very frequently, or we don't communicate well. I mean, if we were dating and you are not the chit-chat kind of person, I am the chit-chat kind of person, and I always want to give you gist. I mean, there's always juicy gist.
There's always juicy gist.
And I want to give it to you. I'm like, babe, you know what? Let me tell you something.
Today.
That girl in the office I was telling you about, and he's like,
okay.
Really?
You know, I start to lose it at some point that you safe. Every time I'll be coming and all of that. But it's not just even that, I feel like a relationship becomes abusive from the very scratch.
Okay.
Now, what do I mean? There was a story you were giving earlier when we started the show that parents, some people grew up with the background of parents being abusive and all of that. Now, let's take that person, that boy or that girl with that background. She has grown up with that fact that, you know what, my daddy must beat my mommy, and it is well. My mommy has remained in that relationship for 40 years. And they are fine. They are healthy. Look at me, I'm a doctor. I am great. See, it is already in that person's psyche that it is normal. Now this person goes into a relationship feeling it is normal.
In fact, she's expecting it to happen.
Exactly. So when a husband doesn't beat her up, then there's a problem.
I think that abuse, right from what you're saying, it starts from the home.
Of course.
I think I'm not a parent yet, but I think if parents should try to train their kids, let them know that it is not okay to hit your sister. It is not okay to hit your sister.
It is not even okay to hit your child.
No,
I am not
talking about siblings now.
For that, because that is where it starts.
Yes,
I'm talking about siblings. Your kid sister does something, and maybe your brother hits you. Why did you do that? You tell them it is wrong to hit your sister. Whatever she does, you can talk to her, tell her you don't like what she did, instead of hitting her, because it will go from stages to stages.
It is wrong to insult your sister.
Yes,
it is wrong to say abusive words to your sister or your friend or your colleague.
You see kids telling each other, sorry, permit my wrong word. You see kids telling each other, you're crazy.
Yes,
you're mad.
like that.
Why?
They do that a lot. They do that. So it's the place of the parents to tell the child that you shouldn't say this. Now, it's not only limited to parents. As adults, you see kids treating each other in such an abusive way. It is our responsibility as well to tell them, don't speak to this person in such manner. You get? So it's not just parents alone.
But now I'm thinking, is it just relationship between a man and a woman that is abusive?
No.
What are females, like female friends, a female and a female, a male and a male? Can that relationship be abusive?
That relationship can be abusive. I mean, you're my best friend, my bestie. You're my bestie, and you see, in a relationship, I've realized that there's one person that has the upper hand. You like it, male and female, husband and wife, mommy and daddy, friends. One person has the upper hand. Let's not use it here. For instance, the three of us are friends.
Okay.
One person is the leader of that pack. They might not say, oh, you are the president of the Sweet Girls Club. They might not say that, but there's one person that everybody likes. It could be you. I like you, she likes you. You're closer to one person. The other person is left out.
It always happens that way.
It always happens that way. The other person is left out. So she is going to be struggling to want to
get your attention.
Get the leader of the pack's attention. And the leader of the pack that has upper hand sometimes tends to be the bully. Because she knows that the both of them are vying for attention. The both of them, they like her. They are, you look so nice. Oh my God. Can you call? Oh, this one, that one. You're very beautiful. You're very lovely. Everybody's vying for attention. She becomes the bully. Only if, see, it is very rare when you see the leader of the pack being a very humble person. When she becomes the bully, she will tend to be abusive.
Okay.
Because she knows that you like her. Whatever it is that she says, you will do. It might not be by the snap of the finger. What you would want to do, she would tell you you're stupid and you'd be like, but you shouldn't have said that now.
Exactly. Okay,
she would send you on errands, you will go.
You know, I've seen that, yes, I agree, for female friendships. But I beg to differ for male friendships, you know.
It is very similar, my darling.
Because I don't know. I feel that males have a way of sorting things out and just being cordial and not having to strike.
I think it's more with women. You know, women are very sentimental, you know. A guy can have a fight with his guy and the next minute you're seeing them.
They're talking.
I want to say two things.
Okay.
Now, I'm sorry, this show has been so educating that I've learned a lot watching it. There was this particular episode that we had, leadership. It was
transformational leadership.
Transformational leadership. And then the guest, Niyi Adesanya, said something. He said, females do not have the ability to compartmentalize things. And I wanted to argue, like, no, what do you mean? No way. But I realized that he's not totally wrong.
I mean,
we are sort of sentimental.
We are.
Now, let's hold that on our left hand.
Okay.
Now, let's pick this one on the right hand. The reason why, according to research, the reason why guys are the way they are is the way society has made them to be. Now, get this. When you have a boy and you have a girl, they start treating the boy like the man.
Exactly.
You hear something like, be a man. He is a man.
And she's a woman. She's your sister.
A woman. Yes. So even if he is sad or angry or mad, he is a man. He is not allowed to express his emotions because he will be seen less of a man. And because of that, a lot of men have grown to be the way that they are. So now let's talk about it in relationship. I mean, he will be seen as a whining girl if he's always complaining about this particular friend that is doing something bad. So he just goes like, I'm a man, so no need. But they also abuse each other.
But the thing
is, each other. You have seen guys fight, haven't you?
Yes, I've seen them fight.
We have been so into this conversation. The phone line is open, and you can call us to join in on the conversation. Of course, we are still live on Facebook, and you can drop your comments and your contributions. I will take them as soon as we get them. The discussion is, when is a relationship abusive? When can you say a relationship is abusive? And the number is beautifully displayed on the screen, so be sure to call us. Be sure to call us. We're expecting your call. Okay, I like the fact that we've been able to touch different aspects. You know, we've talked about boy-girl relationship. We've talked about female friends, male friends. We're talking about male friends now. We're talking about parents and how. But let's go back to parenting, because, as you said, that's where it all starts. And particularly the point you made that they should orientate. You're smiling, and they should orientate the boy child. And not even the boy child, even the female child. Let her know you do not even just to your male friends, also to your female friends, don't throw abusive words. Courtesy, etiquette. That's why we brought Janet, you know, to come and talk.
Yes.
Etiquette. You don't just talk to people anyhow. There's a way to communicate. There's a way to let people know you are angry without actually throwing bad words at them or even raising your voice. Yeah. But so I think it starts from, you were very right when you said it starts from the house.
Yes, and another thing is most people are in toxic relationship without even knowing.
Without even knowing it.
Because they get too comfortable. They feel it's love. They are beclouded with what love is.
Okay.
Exactly. So
how do you know when a relationship is abusive?
As I said, the minute something begins to tamper with your emotions, it's abusive. For instance, I know we have emotional abuse.
Yes.
There was some time ago, I had a friend, I think I shared that, I think it was with you. I had a friend, we had a conversation for quite some time, and the person just ghosted. It's not like we were dating. It was a friend. You know, you have a friend where you just get to talk to the person every day, and you get used to it. Exactly.
But sometimes friend-zoning is allowed.
Wait, he ghosted me, so I should friend-zone him. Okay, so something happened. He ghosted.
Okay.
And for me, I was emotionally down. Because the person didn't give reasons why he ghosted. You just
without location.
Ghosted.
AWOL.
That's emotional abuse. Because I kept on sending messages. I called. And at some point, I had to realize that, no, this is just friendship. And that's where self-respect comes in. That's when value comes in. You place a value on yourself. Because if you don't know your self-worth, anybody can abuse you and go away with it.
Sorry, before I jump into your conversation, I want to get this straight. He ghosted, yes. Is he back now? He's not back.
No, he's back.
Is he back?
Yes.
Okay, now.
I ghosted.
No, so now.
So you're not ghosted?
Yes, I ghosted.
When he got back, what did he say happened? Was
there was
concrete
explanation
for his ghosting?
I just read and ignored.
Aha! Now, I'm sorry. I need to get into your conversation very quickly. I feel like it is tricky. People say that's my word. I feel like
I'm being petty?
Yeah.
I know, I'm petty, I know.
You're being petty and your situation is quite tricky. Why am I saying
it's not.
that? Okay, sorry, just hold on a bit. Why I'm saying that is because there could have been 1 million reasons why he disappeared.
His reasons were not cogent enough. Okay. Now, I said that for people to realize when they're in toxic relationships.
Okay.
Now, we're not dating yet, and you ghosted. What happens when we start dating?
Okay, so when this is when you know if a friendship basically
has become abusive.
Okay.
Become toxic. For me, it was toxic, so I had to just...
I think I had a similar experience. There's a particular friend that kept on coming, and then we'll talk for long. It's all, my buddy would talk, and later, away without location. Good. And then I'm trying to reach out. Hi, what's up? Where have you been? What's up? What's happening? Comes for a while, then goes again. And I was now like, am I am I the FOOL? Like, am I the one just being here, being all understanding and, forgiving? You go, you come,
he found you available. You are open.
Exactly.
So I think that can also tell for friendships. When a friendship is
and disappear.
Exactly. When a friendship is abusive. Now, when can you tell if a relationship, that is a boy-girl relationship, I love you, you love me kind of relationship, when can you tell if it's abusive?
Okay, let me cite this.
Let's bloody. Sorry.
Okay.
Let her answer this one.
Yes. Yes. Now, when can you tell a boy-girl relationship is abusive? We have them in different compartments.
Okay.
Now, if it is the physical one, it starts from very little. It starts from, what is wrong with you? Every time I'm talking to you, you are talking back. Okay. It starts to, why are you always talking back at me?
Oh, you see,
there is the person that has the upper hand. Like I always say, there's one person that wants to be authoritative. It could be the girl, it could be the man. I'm not being biased now. Okay. It could be anybody. Physically, the person starts to pinch you, punch you, push you, slap you.
What if the person is just that's the way the person is wired?
No,
you can't be wired to be abusive.
Because I actually had this talk. Was it relationship counselor? I can't place it who I had a connection with. And the person was like, sometimes your boyfriend or girlfriend may not be that person that likes to push, and play rough.
I'm sorry. There's a difference.
So how can you tell from when your spouse or your partner is playing rough or when the person is actually being abusive?
Modupa, if I'm chum with you, we're very cool. I know there's a difference when I'm playing with you, like,
and I'm being too rough.
What's wrong with you now?
You're getting rough with me right now.
You see, there's a difference when I'm like, what's wrong with you now and what's wrong with you now? There's something we learned here about your tone, your body language, how you try to express yourself, your facial expressions, the choice of words that you use. Now, some of these things can be misconstrued, but still, it is abusive when it becomes very aggressive every time.
I think the easiest, for me, my own opinion now, I think the easiest way to find out when a relationship is abusive is when it's verbal abuse. Because you can easily tell. Because sometimes you get confused if the person is actually playing with you or actually being abusive.
If you get slapped, my darling.
Okay, now that's being abusive.
You're not being.
Okay. That is being abusive.
Get dragged.
I watched. Is it a docu-series now online? And there was this lady. Let me share the story very quickly.
Okay.
So she was married to this guy. They met online. He was abroad, she was here, and then she was a business person doing well for herself. She was 30-ish.
Okay.
She got married to this guy. He came to Nigeria. They started something together. And because the relationship was online, they just got to see once in a while. Okay. When they started living together, it became real. I want to say something. Ish got real. Ish got real because he started beating her.
Wow.
Not just, he started beating her. He was getting frustrated. He wasn't getting the money he used to get when
financial stress.
She was doing well. She was advancing in career, but according to her story, she was pushing him forward. She was supporting her. She didn't have any child. Then she got pregnant. He beat her so much. He dragged her from the staircase. He punched her. Okay. She lost her first pregnancy. She lost her second pregnancy. We could go on and on. We could go on and on.
Because the image that is painting to me now,
you needed to see
gory.
Her face. The lady had to run away. Because at some point she was suffering from, what's it called now? It was a brain injury.
I think that's where respect comes in. Yeah. Be with person who respects you.
And even as parents, you don't have to. Respect is also comes into play. Yeah. Because respect your child as an individual, as a person, and know how to talk to them, to listen to you, and be a role model. Because from what they see, they pick up. Is what you do. They learn from you.
Having arguments with your partner, your life partner. You shouldn't do that in front of your kids because they will pick up what they see. They will pick up what they see. And I'm sorry, I would always say this. I am not a fan of parents beating kids. I think it is abuse.
Okay, so let's use the opportunity to just give an advice to That's in 30 seconds, just to people that, you know, let me let you talk. I'm about to give the advice myself.
Well, for me, I would say respect whomever you're with. Just show some respect.
Respect, yeah. Okay.
If you are in an abusive relationship,
move.
Pick your shoe and run! Run!
Okay, so you heard that from Omoblande, Oladekbo, and God's Time David. And of course, my name is Mudupe Jacobs. Thank you so much for watching Tea or Coffee today.
Like what you just saw, click the notification bell and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more amazing programs.